Hey, Carolyn and Michelle, this is Cindy. I'm sending you this video so that you know how to create assessments in Membean and how you can modify for different people who need different speeds, like Jackson Darden. So, to create an assessment, this is what you do. You go to one of your classes, you click on the class, and then you come up here and you go to assessments. And once you're there, you go to create assessment and you can say how many questions for high school, Michelle. I always gave at least 25 or 30. SATA questions or SAT style questions, they have numerous responses. For high school, Michelle, I started out with one on the first exam, and then I would continue to move those up until we were doing at least 5 of them by the end of the year. Valid for, and I would make it 24 hours. And then you're going to issue it to all students. It'll come up with prepared students only, but you want all students. So if they are not doing their work, then it's going to catch them by surprise. And then you click create. And so that one, you can see it right here, is going to be due the 25th of Sun. That would be due today. There's another way to do this, and I'm going to show you an easier way now. I'm going to go over here to schedule assessments and to view schedule. First of all, I'm going to take that one off my schedule. Oh, it's not on there because I didn't schedule it, guys. Hold on. So I'm going to go back and I'm actually going to go schedule assessments. And you can say every 2 weeks, you can release it at 8 a.m. And then you can go in and tell it the dates. Every other week is what I was doing. And then the end date. So you can do it all the way to the end of the semester, and it's only valid for 24 hours. And then you can tell it how many questions, so 30. Number of status, I would give them 1. Carolyn, I would even give them to Simeon and Judah because they need to practice that. And then you would change that from prepared students to all students. So I'm going to have mine start on the 25th, not today, on the 29th. I'm going to have them go all the way through, and this is going to be every 2 weeks. I'm going to have them go all the way through the 24th of November. Actually, that's Thanksgiving. Let's back that up. The 10th of November. And then that will schedule them all out for you. And you can go down the calendar and see where they are. And then you can go to October right here, and it would show you where they all are. And it's real easy. If you want to delete them, you just go to the one you want to delete, click it, and you can delete it right here and delete. Oh, you have to type the word in capitals DELETE to delete it, and you delete it. Oh, I misspelled it. All right. So I'm going to delete all of them just so you can see how to do that again. But what I would do is I would go in and look at the school calendar and make sure I wasn't running into holidays or that kind of thing. And then I would set these up, and they would automatically come up in Membean, but you have to make sure you're putting them in classrooms so they know to do them. Because if you don't put them in classrooms so they know to do them, then you can't hold them accountable for that. So if you put them in here, then I would go ahead and go and schedule them to show up in classroom on the day. I would not give them more than 24 hours because they abuse that privilege. Now I want to show you one other thing. I want to show you, I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I want to show you how to modify for students. If you go to students here, it's going to show everybody we have. Okay, so this is my class for last year. So this is Josh. If you go to the arrow right there, you go to preferences, And then let me show you some things you can do. Okay. You can disable definition autoplay. I always hid the now I would for certain students have this on like Jackson Darden. Um, we do want the definitions to be automatically spoken for those kids who have learning differences or dyslexia. I would have progress timers on them all. And set strong memory mode is where you can set it where they don't get any new words until they conquer the other ones. You would set stop new words for kids that have learning differences that need to learn all the words and see them several times first. Needs extra help, that would be for your kids with dyslexia. And then screen reader compatible assessments, they need to be able to, like Jackson Darden, like Shelby, like any of the other kids that have reading problems or dyslexia, they need to be able to have that screen reader read to them, read the question to them. You can also mark dyslexic. I never required the full spelling. Session length is always going to be set at 20 minutes. And then extended time, this actually slows down. Membean can run really quickly. So most of the kids, I would set it on about 2. But for my dyslexic kids or kids who struggle, I would put it on 9. And you have to do this for each one. And then you come over here and save changes. One more thing I want to show you is your reports. You can go to your class and go to reports. And right here, you can actually do a whole month at a time or a week at a time. I got to where I was looking at it at a month at a time. Of course, the kids haven't done anything because this is last year. But if you click on details, it will pull up a calendar for them for the month by day. If you see the dubious minutes. Dubious minutes means they're not interacting with the software or they're just clicking through. So if they have more than a couple of dubious minutes, then that means they're turning it on and not doing it. So you need to watch for that as well. Sorry this took me a while to get to y'all, but I hope this helps. Y'all have a good week. Bye.